So do I keep going or?
We're gonna turn right. We're gonna go down there,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put it on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now follow the instruction, okay?
Okay.
After 300 yards, turn right. You will arrive at your destination at 9:09 a.m.
I hope this is right there.
Yeah. Look at the instruction, okay?
Okay. I think I'm just on the.
I think it's the next turn, not this one.
Okay, but I'm already in the wrong lane, so I might as well just
Yeah,
go.
leave from this. Now follow the instruction.
After 80 yards, turn left.
Okay.
It's gonna reroute you from here, it's fine.
Turn left. At the end of the road, turn right.
Okay.
Turn right. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit.
So where are you going next?
Second exit roundabout.
Oh, okay.
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Look at the next instruction and tell me where you're going next.
Okay, this second roundabout. Next roundabout, first second exit.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the third left. Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the third left.
Look at the instruction now. Where are you going next?
After
Third left.
200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Look at the next instruction now. Where are you going next?
Right roundabout.
Right, which exit?
Second exit. Third exit, sorry.
Good, yeah, good. Just remind me where you're going, okay?
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit, then ahead. Keep left. Go right on the roundabout, third exit, then ahead. Keep left. Ahead. Keep left.
So it's 30 or 40 now. 40
Mhm.
now.
After 400
What's the
yards,
speed?
turn
40
left.
miles.
Okay. And where are you going next?
Yeah. Left.
Turn left.
Look at the instruction. And where are you going next?
I'm taking a right turn.
Mm-hmm.
After 500 yards.
Okay. And what's the speed on this
It's
road?
20.
Okay.
People of TikTok, you need to start liking this live feed, otherwise I turn it off. So guys, you need to start double tapping the live feed and share it with your friends.
After 200 yards, turn right, then bear left.
Thank you, Sammy.
Turn right, then bear left.
You can crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stop.
Yeah. Crawl is fine, yeah. So you can look.
That noise is normal. In
This
the
is
electric
normal.
car.
Don't worry, okay?
Don't get nervous.
Okay. This is fine. Now follow the instruction. Where are you going next?
Left.
Okay.
After 200 yards, bear left. Bear left.
Now follow the instruction. Where are you going next?
Right, third exit.
Okay, that's perfect. Now follow the instruction and go ahead.
Almost a 40-mile road.
What do you think? What's the speed?
It's 40.
Okay.
Just match
Yeah.
my speed.
Okay. I'm asking you question. I'm not going to tell you, so you can think and do it yourself. Okay.
Yes.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit. Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Indicator.
Mhm. Good. And now follow the instruction. Where are you going next?
It's a bit right turn. I'm not saying it if it's a roundabout or
Is there a normal turn? Yeah.
it's a round turn.
Okay. Just a normal turn. We can see that.
I think the right turns from here.
Yes. Yeah. So we need to be.
After 300 yards,
Not yet.
turn
No signal
right.
yet.
Okay.
The next traffic lights. Maybe that turn right. Yeah, from now.
Turn right.
You can turn the radio up a bit if you want.
Okay.
We'd love to do it, but we can't right now. As soon as we can, we will.
What's the speed on this road?
See?
Okay.
To making it for people in the industry as professionals like we was just feeling a little bit more love and value. Loved and valued. Just absolutely suspect that we would quite have that constant pandemic there, just even getting back into work in time. That was 21 moments like a luncheon today. I had our first time working in Harehills. Talking of the new government, I thought it was fascinating this week. We're going to talk about it more often, aren't we? The new MPs, watching them be sworn in, fewer of them than ever before. Religious believing, well, we'll talk more about whether that matters after 9. But it got me thinking, having worked in Westminster for the best part of a decade, I have no idea what happens when someone is actually elected as an MP. And in this parliament, we've got more new MPs than we've ever had before. What actually happens? You see the result, you see the count, you see the declaration of who wins. Then what? So I thought we'd ask that. Dan Tomlinson is the new Labour MP.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Thank you for coming on. Just over a week ago, you're at that count, you're nervously waiting for the results. You win. Congratulations, your hard work's paid off.
What's the speed?
You find out it's online.
Okay.
You get a couple of hours to celebrate. You realise suddenly, oh my goodness, I'm now an MP and there's lots more to do. What happens next?
Turn left.
Returning officer, someone from the council, gathers the candidates and their agents together and passes you a slip of paper to confirm what the result is on the new government. And actually, I had a really nice conversation for a few minutes with Teresa Villiers, the outgoing member of Parliament for Barnet, where we got to know each other slightly over the last 18 months, which is quite interesting, seeing the experience as a candidate, you popping up at the same community event. And then, the result is announced. You do your speeches.
At the end of the road, turn right. Then turn left.
Straight away, so the minute you were elected, while you're still in your constituency. So they can't have people in every constituency, or do they?
So they give the envelopes to the councils that are running each of the
So where are you going next? Yeah.
Turn right. Then turn left.
What's the letter?
So it's saying well done, congratulations, and it's telling us to come on in and they will be looking after us and be inducting us, and that is what I went ahead and did. So on Saturday I went in
And it's next left here, okay?
and begun my
Turn left. Then turn right.
equipment. I had a briefing on security.
I'll pull up to the left here.
Okay.
Begin to understand
Here.
Here, yeah.
Turn right.
Just brake for a few seconds, park the car,
It's an awful lot to take in.
brake for a few seconds, then we go, okay?
Okay.
So you can relax for a few seconds, then we go.
The work starts immediately.
And look at the next instruction.
Right here.
Where you gonna go next?
That's right.
Okay?
I wouldn't say it's been overwhelming. I would say it has been really.
2 second break, then we go.
So I
Okay, I'm enjoying my coffee. I don't
Yeah, okay.
as much as they have, and actually having spoken to MPs who've been around for longer, this is a step up on previous years in terms of the induction and the training.
You okay now?
Yeah.
Let's go now. Let's get ready and go when you are ready. And follow the instruction now.
There's been a lot of learning and training and induction for the House of Commons. And then the big challenge that there was new MPs, but particularly those of us like myself who ousted Conservatives, is that we have to build an office from scratch. If you've replaced an MP from your own party, you often will, at least initially, or maybe for the long term.
What's the speed on this road?
It's 20.
Okay.
Whereas with that from scratch, and of course, the public would expect that anyone who has been through security clearance to be able to enter the estate and access the emails that members of Parliament receive. So until that happens, and we're also waiting now for the people who we initially hired, we are on our own.
It's just you. I guess there's a sort of solidarity in that bit, because as you said, there are so many new MPs that it's sort of, you're probably learning a lot, and at least sort of sense of being all in the same boat. I mean, does it feel like a sort of, does it have a first day of
Can you pull up to the left here?
People have said it does feel like
Go slowly here.
the reception in here? Yes.
Fine.
I should say,
The car, handbrake up and
as well, I have found
relax.
so many of my new colleagues on the Labour side, and I can't
We're
speak
gonna
for
move
the
off soon, but do me a parallel park with this car, okay? The black one.
really there to serve their constituents and are taking this really seriously. So the bars have been teeming. I think some of us have been enjoying the pleasure of sitting on that terrace and having our lunch out there. And the Parliament is a really beautiful building to work in. I'm so honoured and thankful for people for sending me there to represent them. But there's a lot of conversation about how can I get this set up? How do I liaise with this government department on this issue that I've got coming in? It does feel like there's a whole new bunch of members of Parliament with a real sense of purpose. And actually, it's interesting. Some of us, like myself, I was a candidate for 18 months before being elected, and so I was somewhat sort of mentally prepared for the prospect of being elected. I wasn't sure it was going to happen. The seat that I have the honour of representing had never been Labour before, but some of my colleagues, I think, I think some of my colleagues didn't quite expect it and maybe were surprise winners, and so they've been, I think, really having to get to grips not just with the new job, but actually the fact they've got this new job and their life's been turned upside down.
As Dan Tomlinson, newly elected, I should say, Labour MP for Chipping Barnet. In a moment, we're going to talk more about the fact that, according to the Times headline today, Britain has elected the most colourless parliament in its history. Fewer MPs choosing to swear their oath on the Bible or another religious text than ever before. Presumably a sign that fewer MPs are religious than ever before. Does that bother you in any way? Is it sad that Britain, our parliament, is increasingly godless? Or actually, is that something that we should actually...
It's okay, leave the signal off, it's okay.
Thoughts on that, the other side of the news, 9 o'clock.
Because you're turning, that's why it's like this.
On Global Player and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
From Global's newsroom at 9 o'clock. In the last few moments,
Stay to my side.
has been arrested in connection with the discovery of human remains in Bristol and London. Shivani Sharma sent us this report from the cordon at Shepherd's Bush earlier.
The original discovery was made near Clifton Suspension Bridge on Wednesday evening. Then detectives carried out a search of a property here on Scots Road yesterday. They still think there are 2 male victims. They're looking for 24-year-old Colombian national Yostin Andres Mosquera. Police are appealing for the public
You
to call
finish.
999 if they see him, but to not approach him. The identities of the 2 victims are yet to be formally identified. Shivani Sharma, LBC, Shepherd's Bush.
Okay.
We understand that a
Let's move off then.
24-year-old man has been arrested in the Bristol area and will be taken to London
We're gonna move
for
off.
questioning later today.
If you finish, then
Next,
we go.
pressure continues
Okay?
to
I'm
build
not gonna
on
say
US
anything, it's a mock
President
test, okay?
Biden to stand down after gaps on the election campaign trail. He made a rousing speech in Detroit, calling Donald Trump unhinged. Leadership advisor
Okay, let's go.
Andriata told us Biden might not be able to recover from this. For the last 16 days, there's been intense, unedited, and very unapologetic debate within the party itself about whether or not he has the fitness. Both
Now follow this
After
instruction,
18
okay?
yards, turn
head of the
left.
party to go into the elections. It's causing a significant divide within the party. It's causing huge distraction. They should be focusing on the Republican
left.
competition ahead of them, not the debates within their own party itself. Longer jail sentences don't act as a deterrent, according to a former chief inspector of prisons. Nick Jones was speaking after the government announced that inmates who have been convicted of sexual or terrorism offences can be free to
What's the speed on this road?
46 of their jail term. He told BBC we lack experienced
Okay.
staff to manage prison populations.
Follow your sat nav now. Where are you going next?
Street ahead.
Okay.
As opposed to coming out of bath, the water is coming in at the same rate, but the outflow is being blocked. So what happens is they let go of the bath rises and overflows. And that's where we go.
Overtake this bus system.
LBC weather now, we're going to see a mixture of conditions across the UK today. Unsettled for many. The west will see a bit of sunshine, intermittent showers. For the rest, though, highs of 20 degrees.
After 200 Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the third right.
Cancer Research UK. When my wife Sue was diagnosed with cancer, she was given 6 months to live. But thanks to radiotherapy, we had 10 more years together, and she saw her daughter get married. We now know that cancer is hereditary. So
Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the third right.
World's won a third of our work helping us develop life-changing cancer research. Visit CRUK.org/give-signals. Together we are beating cancer.
this is LBC, your global leading Britain's
Now follow yourself now, okay?
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
A bit of breaking news. Police investigating the deaths of 2 men whose remains were found in suitcases in Bristol have arrested the 24-year-old man. Police have confirmed. Get more on that for you as we
Then you're gonna pull up to the left, find a safe place or there, here, okay? Here.
40% of MPs installed in this group chose to make the secular acclamation rather than swearing a religious oath on religious
Park the car for a few seconds, relax, then we go. Okay?
That's up from 24%
And look at the next instruction as well, so you be prepared for the next turn.
More than 3/4 of MPs took the religious oath.
Let's get ready to move off when you are ready and it's safe.
That phrase in that headline, godless, is so sort of loaded, isn't it? What is it? It throws up ideas of being immoral, of lacking principles, of almost sort of evil at worst. Is that what's going on? The fact that fewer MPs seem to believe in God, seem to have religious propaganda locally. Is that a sign that something going on? Perhaps our political representatives have less interest. As that phrasing seems to suggest. Does it?
Is the speed on here?
Started.
Okay.
Whether our MPs do or don't believe. It's a trend, of course, it's replicated across the nation. It's not something unique in politics. People getting less religious. People that go to church. When they it's never surprised them. We are electing MPs who aren't religious themselves. And it's an interesting question.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Who took the non-religious affirmation rather than a religious oath. Does that bother you? Does it bother you that so many other MPs took the same decision? For me, it's irrelevant. I could not care
Take
less
the exit.
whether a politician, an MP, the Prime Minister believed in God. I could not care less whether they were Christian or Jewish, Hindu or Muslim, or didn't believe in God or religion. That to me is
Where are you going next? Okay.
to their competence and their capability to do the job.
At the end of the road, turn right. Then cross the roundabout.
They do what they think is best for their constituents in the country, rather than what they feel they have been forced to do because of their belief
Turn
in
right.
centuries of
Then cross the
You
roundabout.
might even say it's a good thing that MPs more and more will be thinking about that rather than being swayed or influenced by their personal religious beliefs. Because on issues like assisted dying, which is about to come before Parliament, in this Parliament, Keir Starmer committed to a free vote on assisted dying. Do you want your politicians, do you want our national leaders taking a serious and well-considered and thought-through decision based on what is best for the country and what is best for people in a position where they might need to utilise the option of assisted dying? Would you want them making a decision based on that? Or would you instead want them proposing
Cross the roundabout, second exit.
for our retirement plans? And I which I prefer. But if you agree, let's refresh on 6060973. The people who often say, well, you know, if you're not religious, then somehow you're lacking principle. You don't have the same morality as people who are religious. I think that's nonsense. Plenty of
Where are you going next?
very far from approaches. Plenty of
Just a second.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, second exit.
Exit.
So I think it's nonsense. This link between religiosity and morality, I think is utter nonsense.
Go left on the roundabout, second exit.
6060973 is the number. WhatsApp that very same number. You can text me on 84850 or send an Alexa message by saying, Alexa, send a comment to help me sing. Come to your thoughts and your calls on that in a couple of minutes. Let's talk first this morning to Andrew Compson, Chief Executive of Humanists UK. Andrew, good to have you on the programme this morning. Thank you very much indeed for coming on. I presume you will say that MPs not being religious is not a problem.
Now follow the instruction. Where are you going next?
Somehow a benefit that more MPs are not religious.
Get it right on.
They believe in God. Come on, Steve.
Sharp right.
Good morning. I think it is positive in
Look at your speed as well.
Firstly, I think it makes Parliament more representative of the country. As you said in your introduction, this 40% of people affirming brings Parliament closer for the first time to looking like the percentage of people in the country who actually don't believe in God, who aren't religious. They're not yet there yet. Parliament is still more religious if you take
At the end of the road, turn right, then take the second right.
It would be good if the House of Commons for the first time begins to look like the country that it serves. And the second reason I think it's good is because people obviously feel able to be honest about this. I mean, for a long time, there was non-religious people who felt that they had to swear the oath because they couldn't be honest. They thought people would judge them. They thought that people would think that non-religious people somehow didn't have morals and that they would
Turn right, then take the second right.
That allows non-religious people to take the oath, and it's still legally binding because they know that some people will, because they feel they have to take the oath. So I think it's good that people feel that they can, be honest, make the conscientious choice of affirmation without being judged. So I think it is positive, and I think, as you
This is
say,
second right.
Second.
want MPs who thought seriously about
Turn
it
right.
starts with, well, what can I say honestly? I want to only say what I believe and believe what I say. I think that's a good thing for people to want to do, and hopefully that indicates a wider morality that they'll bring to their politics.
If we had 80%, Andrew, MPs deciding to swear a religious
Now
oath,
follow the instruction. Where are you going next?
It's a sharp
What
left.
I'm saying
Okay.
is I don't think that would be a problem either. I think it's basically irrelevant whether someone is religious or not. You're saying actually you think it's positive if more MPs aren't religious.
Well, I'm saying I think it's positive because I think that means that they're going to be more representative of Britain. Given that we have a society where over half of people say they're not religious.
After 200 yards, sharp left.
Represents that social situation in the country. I think that's better. I mean, that's what the House of Commons is for. It's for the representation of the people, as the law says. So I think it is just a positive thing if Parliament becomes closer to representing the people, and in that connection, we've seen that with, the 9% of people
Sharp
who
left.
a non-Christian text, which again is about what it is in the population as a whole. It's almost, it's 40%, over 40% women now. The House of Commons, lots of LGBT people, so it's ethnically more diverse. In general, I think it's good for the House of Commons to, in broad terms, represent the people that it's serving. So I think that's what the main reason why it's good to have potential non-religious people. But otherwise, of course, I agree with you. I mean, I think that whether people are religious or non-religious, there's not much connection in any of the social experiments or evidence that I've seen that does much about morality. There are very, very moral non-religious people. There are very, very immoral religious people. And so I think on that basis, you couldn't judge people from the oath alone.
Andrew, are there other ways in which the sort of politics and religion intermingle you think are problematic and we should be away from? Should we move towards a sort of completely secular politics?
Well, one of the weird things about the UK actually is that we're one of the least religious societies in the world. We're easily in the top 10 non-religious societies. We're almost at number 1 actually. Some measures, in identity, belief, practice, we're the most, or at least one of the most non-religious societies in the world. And yet, we have one of the most religious states in the world. In identity, belief, practice, we're the most, or at least one of the most non-religious societies in the world. And yet, we have one of the most religious states in the world. Our head of state, the monarch, has to be a member of the Church of England. 26 bishops, representatives of the
At the end of the road, turn left, then take the second left.
A
third of our state schools are run by religious groups at taxpayers' expense, 100% funded by us. They can choose children on religious grounds, teach an unbalanced curriculum. All of our hospitals and prisons have state church chaplains, have to have church legal chaplains with other religions.
Turn
getting
left,
looking,
then
and
take the
humanist
second
non-religious
left.
parties getting an even tinier looking. So there's all sorts of ways in which our state is actually extremely religious, even though we're a very unreligious society. I think all of those things need to be looked at, but they're seldom at the top of the list of politicians wanting to deal with these things. But I think they do matter to people, and so I think it is time for a proper look at religion in the state. Andrew, great to have you on this morning. Interesting stuff. Thank you. Andrew Cox, Chief Executive of Humanists UK. Is there an argument against what Andrew is saying? Is there an argument
After 100 yards, turn left, then you have reached your destination.
makes them
Turn left,
When we turn left, then we
you
pull up
have
to the
reached
left,
your
okay?
destination.
said yes on national leaders too. Interested in your view if that is it. 456060973. Or do you agree with me that it's irrelevant? I could not care less whether my MP, whether our Prime Minister,
Park
whether
the
our
car,
cabinet
handbrake off.
do or don't believe in God. If they do, that's great.
Park it
Religious
properly,
freedom,
okay?
fine. If they don't have a problem with it. Certainly don't think it makes them less critical.
Okay.
Certainly don't think it makes them less
And
qualified to do
relax.
their job. I'm all about this idea
Okay,
that
now
actually
give me your
it's a
opinion.
good thing. It's a good
First,
thing
your
if the
opinion on
only
this route.
factors that a politician is
How did
considering
it
when they
go?
make a decision on how to vote
I feel good.
is what
If
will
this
be
was
best
this
for
on
the
the
country
test,
and the
I'd
people that
feel
they serve,
happy that
not
I
being
would pass.
influenced by
Turn
some
already.
sort
You
of
would pass.
that affects their
Yeah, I
personal
felt more in control,
It was good.
and the nerves were not rushing.
Okay, that's good. What else?
Just the parallel park. I know there was still a lot of gap before the curve.
Yeah. You were right. Boss,
I don't know if that
I'm
would
not saying
fail me.
anything yet. So before
we need to discuss, yeah?
No, before I say anything, we should pass the phone.
Huh?
I think pass.
Okay, you discuss with her
Yeah.
her weaknesses. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna stand outside the car for 2 seconds.
Okay, then you come out,
And
okay?
then I'm gonna come
Okay.
back into the car. Okay.
Have I pissed you off too much?
Oh God, no,
No.
there's nothing
No.
wrong. No.
No.
I need you to, because before you hear my feedback, you need to know that I don't hear her feedback.
Yeah.
Right,
So you hear
okay.
it from separate people, okay?
Okay.
So there's absolutely no problem with driving, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
I
get
thought I'd pissed
No.
you off.
No.
Okay.
When you start from here, absolutely fine. So the first turn was right on Foundry Lane, and you missed that turn. So I think your forward planning is still weak,
Okay.
because on the sat nav it was saying
300
170 yard turn right, mean we need to go on Foundry Lane and we need to turn right from there, and you turn right from the wrong place.
Yes.
So they'll give you minor for that, because then sat nav rerouted you and we went left and we went ahead. Next roundabout, we went ahead absolutely fine. Next mini roundabout, absolutely okay. Then we turn left on. We turn left. That's absolutely okay. Next roundabout, you were saying I'm gonna go second right, and that was third. So I said just look again on easterly
I
roundabout.
don't know how I was, but I
Yeah.
knew I was going to the right.
Yeah,
first.
so the on easterly roundabout you went third exit absolutely fine, but on there when you were changing lane you didn't check the blind spot again. So you changed lane, you saw the bus,
Yeah.
and you signal right, and there was a white car coming, he went ahead, and it was safe, but you need to still look again if any more cars come in. You didn't check the blind spot, you changed the lane, you went in the lane and ahead then. So next left, we went on 20 road, absolutely okay. The road was 20, road was so narrow. So you were looking around 17, 18 speed, perfectly fine. End of the road, there was a stop sign.
Yeah.
You didn't see the stop sign.
I did. I thought I stopped before.
No,
I
you
had to
stop.
stop.
You stop perfectly fine. You stop for a few seconds, then we crawl. And but you didn't glance. You didn't look on your left like this at the sign. You just went ahead. And I was thinking, my God, is she gonna go? But no, you stop. You for a few seconds. Then you ask, can I creep? So we creep in, But remember, if they take you again on this route, you just look at the sign, the stop sign. Just stop for a few, like 4 or 5
Yeah, but
seconds.
because I saw it ahead
Yeah,
before we reached.
yeah. There was a stop sign, red one on the left.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
big
saw
one.
it ahead.
Yeah,
Then I knew I had to stop before I asked you if I
yeah.
could
The
creep.
stop, the big stop sign. Okay,
Yes.
remember. So you
And
creep
it's written on the road.
on the floor as well. So you creep in perfectly fine. You look on the left, right, ahead, and then you went on the road perfectly. Okay. End of the road, we turn left, absolutely fine. You look around, observation. Okay. Then end of the road when it was saying turn right, third exit on big roundabout. So absolutely fine. You did it okay. You went on the right lane. You were checking, counting your exit. Absolutely okay. We come off, and then we went ahead, and then you were. Then it was showing like next right turn, and you were telling me it's not a roundabout. So I said it's a normal turn. Remember. So we turned right on the road perfectly fine. You were looking left, right. You saw the give way sign. You slowed down perfectly okay. I'm happy. So there was a car coming. So you stopped for that car, give way, and we went ahead. Then left turn perfectly fine. Then right turn we went in middle on dual carriageway. We turned right and then immediate left. When I say to you pull up to the left for a few seconds, then we break there. After that, we turn right where we did a parlor park. I'm not happy with your parlor park. You did it on the test day. You're gonna be passed like it's a pass because you did it, but the gap was so big. I don't know he's gonna pass you or not, but you did it okay. But I didn't like it because my parlor park is perfect. I need to be more next to the curb, perfectly fine, and I need to be straight with the front car. The front car was there, and you were here.
Yeah.
You weren't straight, so
I was scared
I
to start fiddling and then miss it completely.
so I didn't like it, but on the test day, maybe you pass or not because he's more experienced. He'll give you full feedback on that.
I'm sure he's going to fail me.
No, wait. So, so you did it perfectly fine. It's not fine, the parlor park, in my eyes, because there was a really big gap. We were here and the front car was there. So you need to be straight with the front car. So end of the road, we turn left on the 20 road, and I ask you the speed limit, and you said it's 20. You kept it below 20. That's good. 17, 18, perfectly fine. End of the road right. We went there. We stopped on the left for a few seconds. Perfectly fine. Roundabout. You went ahead. Second exit. Perfectly okay. Then next roundabout left. Then third exit right. And then left, right. You did everything okay with the good observation. And we come here. Now we park up on the left. Absolutely okay in my eyes. I think you go only like 4 5. I think 5 or 6 minus.
Okay. So the gap,
No,
not
only
parking.
the parlor park. I'm not sure because you did it on the maybe on test day they let you go, but you need to be when you parlor parking. You need to be like the white car.
Yes.
Straight with the front car, and you weren't straight. The car was there and your car was here, and I was looking at your face. Are you is it finished?
I was thinking of correcting it, but then again, in my mind, I'm like, if I start, then I maybe start fiddling. I need to trust myself better. I'll take time.
Yeah, I
'Cause
need you.
one
You
mind
are a
was
little
saying,
bit weak with the parlor park. You need to do the maneuver like few time, more practice, more on it, so you can perfect this. Forward
no, the next
planning,
one will be okay.
your forward planning need fixing, and parlor park. These need fixing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll call him. Where is he? Come on. My God.
Going to have some serious telling off.
Right.
Yeah. Is he? Okay.
I'm got in. Right. First of all, if that was your driving test, you'd have passed. No problem.
I
Good.
would have.
Yes.
No, good.
No problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely delighted with driving. Okay. What's
Well
the
done.
difference between an experienced driver and a rookie and an inexperienced driver?
The extra cautious like I am.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Do you know, as a parent, as a mummy,
Mm.
you know, in terms of your driving, yeah. Sorry, in terms of your parental skills, and somebody that's had 10 children, would there be a difference?
yeah,
Uh,
they will already know the ropes and everything, so
so,
you'll be
so
able to
they,
manage different situations with different kids and the different dimensions to
yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay. So let me tell you something about your driving. Okay, your driving is actually quite nice now. So your driving is improving remarkably well.
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting it. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, you've got a fault with your driving. Okay, the fault that you've got with your driving, I've picked up. So like, I've been watching you drive. You've been driving actually remarkably well for the duration of this mock test that you've had. So the mock test that you've had with Amber, you've been driving actually very well. Okay, the only slight problem that you've got is, you know, when you approach roundabouts
Yeah.
and you turn left, you turn right, yeah,
Mm.
and you go ahead. Tell me the routine that you're supposed to be using. So do you know when you approach a roundabout, let's say you're taking a second exit, you're going ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me the routine that you'd usually do.
For the second exit, I'd stay in the left lane, keep it left,
Yeah.
and then after I'd just slightly past the first exit, I'd look at my mirrors, inside and left, signal left, and then move off. And I've now started checking the mirrors as I'm coming off
Brilliant. Okay.
the roundabout.
So throughout this test route that you've done, I've been watching your mirrors now. Your general driving is actually very good now.
Okay.
So when we met you, when Amber and I met you, truly you could not drive a car. I was very surprised that you went for a drive. We still argue why somebody set you for a driving test.
Why?
Your driving has improved so much. It's unbelievable how well you drive now. Sat in the back of the car, I'm proud. Well done.
Oh, that's good.
delighted
Well
with
done,
your
well
driving.
done.
Thank you.
Two faults I want you to understand. The first one is, you know, at roundabouts, you're saying to me you check your mirrors, yeah? When do you check your mirrors? When you do your routine to come off the roundabout? Go on.
Before I signal mirrors,
Yeah.
left, and then indicate.
Okay, I'm going to keep interrupting when you speak, okay?
Okay.
That's correct. When's the next time you check them?
Just as I'm coming off,
You
I
don't.
check.
You don't.
I don't.
You didn't check today.
I'm stay quiet a sec, please. Okay, I need you to argue this with me, okay? When do you check your mirrors?
Just coming off, I know I checked.
Okay, hang on. Okay.
Because I had to remind myself to check.
No,
Maybe not all the roundabouts.
I absolutely respect that. No, every roundabout you've been doing the same thing. I absolutely respect what you're saying. I'm almost in agreement with you. Where do you check it? Exactly where? Be very, very concise with me.
Just let me use this corner here as an example. So let's say that's the part of the roundabout.
Yeah.
I think just as I'm coming off that curve, then I check.
You don't. You say you do, you don't. You are checking the mirrors as you go past the first exit, but past the bit that you drive into. Now the problem is you're checking your mirrors to exit the roundabout before you've actually exited the roundabout.
I shouldn't check, or I should check?
No. You're checking your. Do you know when you check your mirrors to exit the roundabout? You are checking the mirrors, but you are not exiting at the time you're looking. You need to slow down them observations for at least another second.
Okay, before.
So as you're exiting the roundabout, you're looking in the mirrors. Okay. As you're exiting, not before you exit. Before you exit, you did that with your mirror check, with your mirrors and signal. So you're not even past your exit number 1 and you're checking your mirrors to exit for exit number 2. Do you understand what I've said to you there?
Yes.
So to exit for exit number 2, you are checking your mirrors at exit number 1 to exit for exit number 2. But you're not at exit number 2, so why are you checking your mirrors to exit at exit 2? You're checking your mirrors like you're exiting for exit number 1.
I don't understand.
Okay, McDonald's roundabout.
Mm.
When you signal left to exit the roundabout, you were not even past the first exit.
Before I signaled.
No, you signaled correctly, but to check your mirrors to exit the roundabout, you were barely past exit number 1. You weren't even halfway past it yet. You need to go past exit number 1 to check your mirrors to exit for exit number 2, because that's where you were headed.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So you need to look in your mirrors a little slower to exit the roundabout, to bring in, because you're only 1 second too short. So you kind of look, but you're looking before you near exit number 2. You're not even coming off yet. Let the car get closer to your exit. So for example, if you were turning left into this road over here, when would you look in your left door mirror to turn left?
Yeah, just as my mirror is aligned with the curb.
Okay, you'd look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Not once have you done that. Not once.
For the left turn, or is it the roundabout?
From sitting in the car, from the start of your driving lesson, you have not done that once. You have been looking at the floor of the junction that you're going into when you are turning left. I've been watching your face while I've been sat in the back of the car. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not paying me to be pretty in the car. Because if you were, I'm not getting pretty in the car. So the point I'm trying to make to you is you're driving wonderful. You're driving really, really good. But to elevate that, for your mum, your dad, your brother, sister to go to sleep in the car, especially an experienced driver, for them to go to sleep, for them to be reassured that you're driving to a wonderful standard, you need to look in your left door mirror at your point of turn, then look where you want to go. You are too busy looking at the floor of the road you're going into to stop yourself hitting the curb. You think, oh, don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb. Everyone does it. Pat, everyone does it. I did it when I was inexperienced. Amber did it. Scott did it. Bob did it. Stuart did it. Peter did it. We all did it. Then eventually our standard became a bit better, and when we became a bit more confident, we started looking higher into the road. The key word here is higher into the road when we are turning. You don't do that as well. You look at the floor as you're going in. So for example, over here to turn left into here, when you turn left here, there's a zebra crossing. Okay, just maybe about 10 feet into this road. The way you drive, I mean, you're inexperienced, so there's no excuse, there's no problem. But if I was to turn into this road and you were crossing the road, I will stop well before I get close to the crossing. You'll emergency brake, because you're looking at the floor when you turn in. You need to look higher into the road you're going into. You also need to look in your left door mirror at the point you will steer into that road. So do you know when you check your mirrors to signal, I will never argue that that is perfect now. But let's say it worked hard. It's not easy working with me.
Yeah, no, it's been wonderful. Trust me.
No, the thing
He's
is,
so
like,
such strict.
it's not easy working with somebody like me.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is I'm very experienced. And unfortunately, it's positive, but unfortunately, it's negative as well, because before you make the fault, we already know your fault.
To be honest, I've been reflecting on this, and you've taught me the same way my dad would have.
That's good.
Good. Proud of
God rest his soul, but
you.
he would have
Yeah.
taught me the
Good.
same way, and even the way you talk, the way you, it's sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
almost moved to tears sometimes, but I reflect.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Good.
it's how my
Good.
papa would have.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So, in terms
You
of...
walk like him.
Oh dear, okay,
Oh.
right. I don't know whether to be proud or be worried,
Oh.
but no, that's lovely. That's lovely. Now, in terms of your overall driving, is lovely. But I don't want you going with, she might pass. I don't want the she might pass. I want she will.
Yeah.
Now, the only things you need to change is on the way back, I want regular mirror checks at the point of your turn. I want you to time your mirror checks. So do you know the mirror checks that I'm referring to is when you are exiting the roundabout.
Okay.
I want you to time what you're doing at the point literally that you're going into the area. So for example, if you were turning left into the road on the left over here, at the point you would steer into that road, look in your left mirror again.
Okay. Okay.
So you can make 5 mirror checks, 10 mirror checks, 20 mirror checks. You can make as many as you want, and I'm quite happy with them. But the one that I'm marking you on is the point you turn into that turn.
Right, okay.
That's very important. So your inside mirror, left mirror, your signal left, that's perfect. I'm quite happy with that. But the point that literally that you're turning into that road, I need you to look in your left mirror again. I am marking you with that. Other than that, you can look into your mirrors 50 times. They are for you, and they are positive. The more mirror checks you make, the more safety checks you make is good for you. We encourage that. But at the point you steer into that road, that's very important for me, because what I do is I look in your left door mirror to make sure there's nothing coming alongside you. That's exactly what your examiner does.
Okay.
So some examiners will be busy watching you, deconstructing you. Some examiners have been doing it so long they already know what's on the left hand side of that road. So sometimes you'll get a new examiner that does his job perfectly fine. He's very, very good at his job, but he's not in the air. He's not been in the area a long time. There's some examiners that know the last owner of the house. They'll know the last 3 owners of the house. They'll know when he changed his car. They've been on the road so long, and they can predict what